Welcome to the Knights of the Porg Republic. Tonight we've got the final, I guess, of the league game for the local Copa League. It's Nobbie, who is currently undefeated, versus Jarrad, who I think has only lost one game. So hopefully Jarrad can beat Nobbie and take him down. Today we've got a guest commentator from the Fearless Gundarks, Odin.
Yeah, hey. How's everyone doing?
So I guess we'll jump straight into it, and I'll go through the lists. So on the left side, we've got Nobbie with 5 A-Wings, which is a pretty different 5 A-Wing list to what you normally see. So it's there's a blue squadron with heroic and advanced optics, or 2 of them. You've got Zari with heroic, Zizi with heroic and proton rockets, and Tali with proton rockets, and that comes in at a nice 200 points. And then Jarrad with his double decimators. So Darth Vader with proximity mines. Rack with Darth Vader, proximity mines, and shield upgrade. And Oiken with Intimidation, Seventh Sister, Proxy Mines, Shield Upgrade, and Dauntless. So it should be a pretty interesting match.
It's definitely an interesting matchup and one I wasn't actually expecting to see tonight.
Yeah, Jarrad loves the double decimators, so he's been playing them for a long time. I think he got top 8 in our local hyperspace trial, so we're our last one with the double decimators.
Very nice. I know Nobbie's been perfecting his 5 A-Wing list over the last few months. I'm fairly sure he has stolen this build from Phil GC from the 186th.
Oh, nice.
Or at least I know they were discussing the proton rocket build.
Yeah, I played him. I think it was this list that he played against me a few weeks ago, and the only problem with his proton rockets is he managed to get I think 2 hits from each one in the end. So it was pretty like a wet noodle. So
honestly, I would not be surprised if we see a heroic proton rocket this game.
Yeah, that'd be amazing.
I know how Nobbie rolls, so it's quite expected.
Although I reckon I've done that before with green dice. I reckon I had a range 3 obstructed shot and all blanks.
Yeah, I've definitely done it on 4 dice multiple times.
Yeah.
So yeah, So you've obviously seen this double decimator list more often than I have. Who do you think's favored?
I think probably Nobbie. Just been able to get that damage through. If he can surround the decimators and flank them so the reinforce is useless, then I think Nobbie will have the advantage.
Yeah.
But if Jarrad catches an A-Wing where it shouldn't be, I think he can probably wipe an A-Wing off the board in a turn.
Well, he has given Nobbie the initiative, so he will know the final positions of all of those A-Wings. However, it doesn't really matter except for reinforce on Rear Admiral Porg over here.
Yeah. Yeah, they're pretty sweet arts that Jarrad's done.
Yeah, I actually have a copy of the Rear Admiral Porg in my collection.
See. Yeah,
go on.
Yeah, I think reinforce is going to be a big thing, but from when I played Nobbie last time, he was really good at just being able to surround ships. So
looks like they're just starting time now.
No, I need to do this correctly.
But yeah, I think having 3 ships move before Oiken and Rack moving last, he should be able to always get a shot on whatever target he sort of wants to get a shot on, which
Yeah.
can be fairly dangerous for those A-wings.
Yeah, definitely. But if Nobbie can pull off some good proton rockets as well, then that can hurt. I think if he, rather than going all in first, if he tries to get the lock and then go in for the proton rocket the next round, I think that's going to be more beneficial for him.
Yeah. I mean, again, I do believe that Nobbie is fully capable of rolling. Oh, he's just throwing away his shield tokens. Nobbie is more capable of rolling heroic on on his proton rockets and not needing that target lock at all. So
yeah. So who do you think's got the advantage?
I would love to say that the dual decimators do. I think it really comes down to whether or not Jarrad can get those blocks with Oiken, especially on those initiative 5s. And it'll also come down to the proximity mines versus the proton rockets. Whoever can use them more effectively will probably take this out.
That's true.
One thing that Nobbie does have in his favor, though, is these 2 advanced optics on the Blue Squadron pilots.
Yeah, that's going to be very consistent with those two.
Yeah. The decimators having no agility means that it's just essentially a free damage with a focus.
Yeah, definitely. So it's interesting here. You see sort of the joust between the decimators and ZZ and Tali, and it's. I mean, they've both got the proton rockets, but you kind of wonder if it's a fake out.
Well, they need the focus for the proton rockets, so and Oiken's coming up the fastest.
I don't think there'll be a bump from Oiken because 4 straight and then maybe 2 straight with the A wings, and it'll just be range 1.
I mean that's the ideal, but yeah, that's all I'm thinking is if he can deny those focus tokens before those proton rockets go out and can capture those points unspent, that's a big advantage.
Yeah, it'd be interesting.
Oh, apparently, I'm very quiet.
Oh,
Just as a heads up in the chat.
Alright, I'll see what I can do.
I can just move closer to the mic. That might help.
Yeah, was that any better?
Let's see if chat responds that it's better. But yeah, I think Nobbie does not want to go in for this joust. I think even trading a potential 10 damage on Oiken for an A-wing is not a good trade.
No, not at all. And possibly, yeah. I guess the other thing with Nobbie coming in is that there's Vader on Rack, so he may be able to get rid of that focus to stop one of the proton rockets if they do come out.
But he won't be able to stop both in one turn.
No, not both.
So if you were in Nobbie's shoes, would you be pursuing this line of play, or would you be trying to force the engagement in amongst those gas clouds?
I think I'd try. Typically, I try to make the opponent come through the gas clouds and, try to make a mistake. Especially large bases can have. It's much harder for them to weave through tight asteroids and obstacles than it is for the A-wing. So it's interesting.
Looks like he is going in for that joust, though.
I'll see if I can boost your audio.
If you're capturing from Discord, you can just boost me through Discord.
Oh, it's at 200% already.
Okay. I can turn the gain up on my mic. Hang on. Let's test that. That's my gain up a little bit.
That looks right. I'll boost it in OBS as well.
Cool.
Yeah. Yeah, sounds like it's a good level, so.
Cool. I mean, it looks like they are both going to be doing 2 straight focus and just taking these proton rocket shots into Oiken without a target lock.
Yeah. Which maybe that's a trap with rockets? I'm not sure. Because the average is probably what, two hits, maybe 2 focus. Yeah,
2.5, and I think the focus maybe takes it up to 3.5, maybe a little bit higher.
yeah. That's probably what I thought it would be about, but
with the reinforce, that drops it back down to 2.5.
Yeah.
Hang on, let me do math here. You've got 75% chance of hits. 153, yeah, 3.75 roughly expected hits.
Oh yeah, it's pretty interesting there.
But I mean, it depends what's coming back, though.
Yeah. So it looks like Oiken will be range 2 onto Tali and ZZ, and yeah, Rack is just range 3, yeah.
Yeah. Looks like range 2 from ZZ will just be roughly the half the base of Oiken, so... And we are seeing the proton rocket being spent.
Yeah.
Oop, we have a dice box, Nobbie.
Oh wow.
Of course, you could always just roll, 5 hits.
So that's 4 hits onto Oiken?
Yep.
Oh, I've got their colours around the wrong way.
Still on shields, which is fine, so that crit doesn't matter just yet. And here comes the other proton rocket shot. And this is 4 hits.
Yeah, you do 4 hits because you've got the... Yeah.
And that's just a hit and a crit through on the chassis. I mean, that's definitely above average rolling.
And that's console fire.
Now we have a shot from Rack, and it looks like Rack's taken a target lock on Tally.
Yeah, range 3.
4 dice. Doesn't have the focus, though. So we'll spend the force, probably, yep.
Yeah, 2 hits and a crit. Ooh.
And
1.
That's half points on Tally. So it's really up to Nobbie here to capitalize and try to get Oiken down probably next turn.
2 hits on Oiken, and...
I mean, he's taking 1 damage no matter what.
Yeah.
So
I think that's what Jarrad just figured out, was that it's 1 regardless if he rolls or not.
Yeah, console fire. Takes the damage.
Oiken, not looking good.
He's starting to give up on life, it seems.
Yeah.
range 2 into Tally. Tally is using her charge to take that extra evade dice, so...
That's good. I always forget that.
Oop. Do we re-roll if they leave the dice box?
Yeah.
That's
so
a...
3 hits on Stella.
Tally does have a decent chance of dying here.
So 1. So as long as that's not... Oh,
No.
so it takes 1.
Oof.
I think that's very unfortunate for Jarrad there.
It is, but putting it also into perspective, Jarrad does have proxy mines, so...
So 1 onto Odin.
Takes 1.
And range 3. And you spend it for 1 anyway.
Yeah, take 1. So Oiken this turn has taken 11 damage in total.
Yeah, pretty brutal. This game could be over quickly. But I think that's going to be the probably the biggest damage spike there. From now
Definitely.
on, we'll see less damage especially from Tally and ZZ.
Well, it's death by 1,000 cuts at this point. 2 dice attacks against reinforce. If you can get one, like, statistically 50-50, you're going to get 1. Advanced optics makes it 2. So theoretically, Nobbie should always be getting 1 damage per A-wing. At least on the ones that have advanced sensors, so...
Yeah. I think here, Jarrad really needs to make sure his move isn't going to get... Well, I mean, actually, no. Oiken's still alive for this turn regardless. No way.
What I would like to see from Oiken is bumping into Blue Squadron 2, just taking the stress from Dauntless and, taking a reinforce wherever he feels like the reinforce is going to be most useful, and next turn just dropping those proxy mines on the A-wings.
That'd be nice.
Just forcing that damage through. We have Whiskey Warlord in chat saying that this is not the Nobbie dice that people came to see.
Yeah, definitely not. He's been rolling too good.
Well, he's been rolling good red dice. He hasn't been rolling terribly good green dice so far.
That's true.
So, what would you say is a fair trade for Oiken in amount of A-wings?
Ooh, probably 2 A-wings. I think Jarrad would want to get rid of for Oiken to be gone. So
any 2 in particular, or just 2 in general?
I think just 2 in general. I guess preferably the advanced optics ones. They're going to be the more consistent ships. But just, yeah, if he can get rid of 2 guns, I think that will give Rack a really good chance to survive. Otherwise, if he's only gotten rid of 1, Rack is going to have a very hard time just punching through the final couple of A-wings, or the final 4 A-wings.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be interesting.
Unless Nobbie just pulls out there with Tali and just gets away from it. I wouldn't think Tali will live this round.
I think even if Tali lives this round, she's dead next round from those proxy mines. So that is if Oiken survives.
Definitely, yeah. So it'd be interesting if Jarrad's going to turn up towards like blue and green, or just straight try to get over
first.
Yeah.
So they have an option to come in and potentially block Rack.
And that's
So
probably not what he wants.
no, I can't imagine a situation where you want Rack behind Oiken at this point.
So it looks like Jarrad's still deciding.
Yeah. It is a big turn. So if you were in Jarrad's shoes, would you be taking the reinforce or trying to repair that console fire?
Probably just the reinforce, I would think, because you potentially only taking 1 damage with that, but then reinforce may block up to 5 damage.
This is an interesting move from Nobbie. He's turning into sort of not necessarily block Rack, but focus in on Oiken. I think he's relying on getting that block to keep Oiken exactly where he is.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, because it looks like Oiken may not fit
No,
if
I
he's
don't think,
done a hard turn up the board.
I don't think there's any.
Oh. Oh, he fits. Oh, that is nice.
Snug as a glove.
Yeah, I think you're dauntless and I didn't even know about reinforce. From this position, you're getting 1.
Well, it depends where Tally and ZZ have come from.
Yeah.
If they've just done a 5 straight down the board, focus, rotate, then it's probably best to reinforce the rear. You're taking a range 1 shot from the light blue squadron, but he doesn't have a focus at the moment.
Yeah, I think maybe you reinforce the rear, or you just you don't. I don't think you want to risk it. You've only got. You've only got 6 hull left. If they both get a range 1 shot, that could be a dead Oiken. But I can't.
Anyway, though.
I can't really see how both Tali and ZZ are going to get a range 1 shot.
Nope, takes target lock.
Ooh, on the
well,
green
it is.
A-wing.
Oof. Perfect. This is exactly what you want if you're Jarrad. That's just a proxy mine perfection.
Oh. So there still is a possibility that Oiken will die here.
Nobbie needs to roll 3 hits into 3 hits.
Yes.
For that to happen.
But I mean,
with how he's been rolling tonight, it is a distinct possibility.
We saw his dice before, so
yeah. I would not be surprised though if we see Zari going down this turn.
Ooh, can Vader Tali's
Vader
gone.
range 1, yeah.
See it, Tali.
Oh, and that's just beautiful. Means Oiken's not dying this turn.
Yeah. That was a good move there.
I keep forgetting that Vader's range 0 to 2.
Yeah. It's brutal.
For some reason I always instinctively think it's 0 to 1.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that's a first edition thing, but Vader wasn't. I don't think Vader crew was popular in first ed, so.
No, I don't think so either. So Oiken doesn't have the same restriction as Zed does here.
No. So that looks like 1 hit onto Rack.
Yep. And using the charge token for an evade on ZZ. I would be tempted to just try to take out the blue squadron.
I think there's intimidation on Oiken, so ZZ's got 1 less. And I'm guessing Jarrad's thinking he could possibly have 2 ships firing into ZZ. So,
I mean, yeah.
And then converts one
Fin-
to a crit.
One evade with the spending the evade token. Zari just does not have a shot on
Ooh.
Rack. So we'll see what Oiken, who Oiken's shooting at.
Yeah, Oiken's got the lock on
Zari,
but I'm not sure.
I mean, if you can strip that focus from no, it doesn't actually matter. Zari is just heroic, so, and we already know she's not getting a shot.
I think you go into Zari, and then hopefully you do maybe 2 damage.
I like this from ZZ.
Oh.
Spends the force.
Oh.
Double
Heroic.
blank. Dang.
So ZZ takes 1.
Yeah.
So there's a possibility that ZZ could get nuked as well.
I mean, we will probably see a
proximity.
what do we call it? Yeah, proxy mine. Just wondering if
so
he ended up putting that stress on.
I can't see it from here.
No, I can't either.
So 1 into
Rack.
Yes.
So Rack took 2 damage in total.
Maybe just put it in chat or something.
Yeah, can do.
That might be the best way. And I don't know if he rolled for console fire.
I will also bring that up. Just moving my cup of tea out of the way so that I can type.
So good.
Hopefully one of them... Oh no, he is stressed.
Oh yeah.
So, not sure if they did console fire, however. Proximity mines. I mean, do you also drop the procs from Rack here as well?
I think so. The Zari is either going to stay there or... Yeah, because you got Zari and then you've also got Orange.
It's Blue Squadron's going to be the one who probably eats it.
Yeah.
But I mean, that is one of the high priority targets with advanced optics.
Yeah, I think you drop both. And then that's also so you're not getting those range 1 shots. Like, even if it doesn't hit, it will stop Nobbie from pursuing Rack as quickly.
I mean, it's not a proton bomb, so once something goes over it, he can safely ignore it from that point on. So, but yeah, it does seem that Jarrad has clutched the advantage after the first round.
Yeah, so I mean the points are... Well, Nobbie's actually leading in points, apparently. 50 to 48. Yeah. 42, so...
But Nobbie has another, 6 plus 15, 21 hole to chew through?
It's going to be a hard game for Nobbie here, and I think if he loses another ship this round, and Jarrad still has both Oiken and Rack, it's going to be even harder for him to get 3 ships to destroy the Desis.
Yeah, definitely. He just needs to try to get as much firepower on Oiken this turn as possible.
Alright, so I'm guessing Jarrad is going to drop his mines.
Bombs.
Yeah.
He does need to hit the straight template on the dial.
Yeah.
Playing in TTS can be a bit of a problem sometimes.
It's probably also the excitement of being like, fuck yeah,
Yes,
I've got this.
I finally get to do it. Oh, it doesn't look like it's assigned.
Oh. There we go.
It's not showing up.
It does. TTS does some weird things sometimes.
It does. They're just grabbing a new bomb token.
Oh,
Oop.
every single template possible.
There we go.
Oh, that looked so close that it wasn't going to hit.
Only clips ZZ. So
ZZ takes 1, and then he needs to roll
2 more. Yeah.
Hopefully his dice are... Oh.
That probably kills ZZ with Vader if Nobbie's not careful.
Yeah. And then we'll see.
Unless Orange has done a 1 hard to the board edge, he's definitely going over that proxy mine.
Yeah.
Does the 1 hard to the board edge.
See, and I mean, that's the thing, is that it's put him in a pretty bad position for the next few rounds.
Is ZZ going over it then? Or Zari?
Zari may just bump. If that was me, I would bump, probably.
Yeah, he bumps. Still gets the action because of Zari's ability. But the problem is Nobbie can't stress. Seventh Sister will probably just... I don't know if that 1 boost would fit.
No, I think that would cause the...
Nope, he is stressing. Do we see a 7th Sister activation here for a tractor or a jam?
Depending what Jarrad's done, if he's going to bump again, which I probably wouldn't put it past Jarrad that he's bumping, then tractoring, giving them a tractor wouldn't be so bad. And yeah, he's doing that.
It's tracted, yeah.
You may as well try to roll him forward.
I
guess unless you're bumping.
Is he bumping? Because if he's bumping, you just let it happen and ZZ's on 1 dice. Sorry, Zari's on 1 dice.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you just leave him there. Interesting. So yeah.
Nope, didn't bump.
Still,
I mean, I would have tried it.
Yeah, if you knew you weren't going to bump, then it doesn't matter. Reinforce the rear.
That's a good move.
So
1 straight, yeah. And that's dead
that looks...
ZZ. Oh no, ZZ does have the focus.
Yeah, can get rid of that. I think... Yeah, possibly... but then Rack probably would have been at range 3, but yeah, possibly the bump would have been the better option there for Oiken.
He may have thought that would have bumped as well.
Yeah, that's true.
The 1 straight, you don't necessarily want to be lining up with that gas cloud.
That is true.
So, yeah.
Yeah. And then do you, Vader?
I think so. I think you just strip that token off. You basically guarantee that ZZ is going down this turn.
Yeah. Yeah. So then ZZ's just got a unmodified range 1 attack.
Yeah.
For 1.
Yeah, that's fine. Does gain the evade token, so does make it less likely. Let's see. Does have the target lock.
Ooh, rerolls that into.
That's hit, crit, crit.
Ooh, that could be a dead Zari.
He needs two evades here.
Yeah.
2 evades to guarantee it, because he has that evade token. Does not get it.
So that's
a dead Zari. Sorry, a dead ZZ. And that is a crit.
So you've got range 1, direct hit.
Yeah. And that's why it matters.
Get rid of those cards.
But yeah, we do have... Ooh, that's 1 damage on Oiken. 1 damage on Oiken. So Oiken has 4 hull left. And needs to roll for a console fire.
And then we're definitely seeing another proximity mine next turn.
Yeah. I mean, maybe both? Or do you keep racks just for that threat factor?
I think, yeah, just keep racks for that threat, because then that means they're less likely to run in behind him.
Does not take a damage.
And then rack is Oiken range 1 into Zari.
Yeah. With that target lock. We'll spend the target lock.
Yeah. Ouch.
Hit, crit, crit. I mean, if he rolls 2 evades here... Ooh, that's a crit through. Direct hit. Kill the A-Wing. Stunned pilot. I mean... That's not... That's basically a dead crit in this case. Unfortunately, but... Ooh.
Heroic. Oh, hit crit, nice. So Oiken takes a crit.
Yeah. Wounded pilot.
Yeah, stun pilot is a interesting crit, I think.
It definitely has its place in the game.
2 hits into rack. And takes 1.
Natty reinforce.
Yeah. And it's interesting because, like, I mean, there are times where you want to go over obstacles because it's the only good maneuver you've got. But I'd say 99% of the time, it's for a good player, it's kind of useless. But
no, I definitely agree. However, if it was reversed and if it was on the large base ships, it is definitely a more impactful crit because you don't want to unnecessarily trigger it.
Yeah, and it's much easier to misjudge a large base ship.
So, Blue Squadron Recruit 2 gonna have to do a 1 hard to the left. Staying stressed so we won't see a
boost.
What do you call it? A focus or a boost? Yeah. So he's out of the fight for a little while.
So
Um,
he's not in a bad. Oh, Nobbie isn't in a bad position. Rack is on his way out. Waken is also on his way out. So
yeah, we see the bomb drop just to ensure that Zari dies. Just takes a hit crit.
I completely forgot about the bomb. So yeah, not in.
And
Oh.
panicked pilot.
Oh.
So this game has definitely just swung wildly into Jarrad's favor.
Yeah,
And he
so
is dropping that second prox. Oh, maybe. I don't know. They've
yeah,
pinged the wrong prox mine by the look of it.
oh, interesting. I
Wonder
guess
if
you
Nobbie's-
can.
Wonder if he's deciding to fly off the board. Does not
I
clear
mean,
that stress.
Nobbie's still got the two most annoying A wings on the board. It just is probably bad for him that they both shoot last. So
I do like this from Jarrad though, just coming in, flipping that console fire. Does have to roll to see if he gets stressed. Does not. And yeah, he's just coming around to try to capture that Blue Squadron A
yeah,
wing. No
I think
shots.
yeah. Unfortunately for Nobbie, he just didn't get woken off when he needed to.
No. He got
Those
really close, 3 damage off.
yeah, those proximity mines, like both of the ones that Waken dropped were like spot on, and
Yeah.
I think maybe looking back at it, that may have been Nobbie's downfall there. I think he's trying to tell Jarrad to drop a proxy there.
Yeah, I think so.
That could have been his downfall, was engaging in the bottom lane, not even getting up into the obstacles.
Well, I mean, Nobbie jousted. Nobbie saw where Oiken was deployed and decided to deploy his 2 initiative 5s directly across.
It was it's always very tempting. Like,
Oof. I think he's just trying to save points on Oiken. Does he take the strain? Does it matter?
I think, well, I mean, it probably does matter actually for this league.
Range 3 as well.
Yeah. So I think the
chat.
the MOV probably does matter.
I was more going the strain.
Oh yeah.
Does the strain actually matter?
Not really. Range 3.
Well, range 3 it does matter, but will also probably be obstructed.
Spends your lock.
Yeah,
And
he's got the Vader. 3 hits.
2, yeah.
Does force the focus spend, so it's not a guaranteed damage on rack anymore.
Oh, well, that's nice. Don't even need it.
Calamity, that's probably the way that it should have happened.
So Rack takes another 2.
Yeah. I mean, that's only just his shields down. The Calamity said that he's surprised Nobbie jousted. Just keeping the A-Wings at range 3 and peppering shots through to kill it was probably the way to do it.
Yeah. I kind of agree. I was surprised when I saw the joust and then all of the ships turning into Oiken. I think it just put it all into Oiken and it just backfired.
And he rolled above average on those proton missiles, like the proton rockets, sorry.
Yeah.
Like that opening engagement couldn't have gone any better in your favor. You didn't have the dice to kill Oiken in one turn. But yeah, unfortunately, the second turn just didn't go Nobbie's way.
Yeah.
Do you think it would have been different if if Oiken hadn't fit in that tight gap?
Yeah, probably. I would think, but no, I'm not. I'm not too sure because I think then it's always hard to say with that, but I'm sure it probably would have gone a similar way, but then he wouldn't have got the second proxy off so well, or the first proxy off so well. So I think it would have changed that Tali would still be alive and not as bad for Nobbie.
Tali would still be dead. Tali died to Vader.
Yes, that's true.
So, however, he would have had more shots on Oiken. And yeah, I like this from Jarrad just saying, screw the obstacle. I'm taking a range 1. Not punished for it either.
Strain almost doesn't really matter on the decimators.
No, it does. It only matters if it's a range 3 or obstructed shot.
Yeah.
So it's still worth doing, but range 1, yeah. Is he gonna Vader just to get that guaranteed damage off? He is. Strip that focus.
Alright, so let's see. Oh, 2 hits and a crit. So 1 shield on orange.
Yep.
And Oiken's got nothing.
Neither do the other 2 ships.
Yeah, this is where Nobbie's, I think, should go for Oiken. But you do have Rack right up behind you. But this is probably where Oiken needs to turn around, and if Jarrad doesn't rotate the arc,
yeah, Oiken doesn't get a shot.
Could get a few free shots onto Oiken. He will be protected maybe by the gas cloud, but I don't think
Vader being there means that Nobbie's not getting that damage pretty much automatically through. I mean, Calamity's just saying that he thinks that Nobbie's engagement was wrong, and that Nobbie's plan was foiled by Oiken fitting. I mean, after the game, if we have a chat to Nobbie, we'll see what his thoughts were going into that engagement.
Yeah.
I definitely don't think it was to his advantage, but he could have just been hoping to get that damage through early.
Yeah, I don't think it was to his advantage. I think he should have spread out and tried to drag them through the obstacles, and if he could get 5 different angles on the one ship.
Yeah,
it's always hard though.
I mean, I honestly don't think this is a very favorable matchup for the A-Wings. Just there's so much hull, like having to chew through 34 hull in total with 2 dice attacks, even with the 2 prockets. It's a tall order.
Yeah, most lists can struggle against it. It's that quick damage output you need.
Oh, Oh, heroic.
Yeah. Oh, nice. Into triple evades. Yeah, that first spike damage was good, but just
that's
out.
not good on Nobbie's half. I mean, do you just turn Oiken in here? Or at least keep Oiken circling around the outside and just try to finish this off?
I think, yeah, because Oiken changed his arc, he's probably just gonna 1 bank or 2 bank or something. Or even if you can get that bump, the intimidation would be pretty handy.
Definitely.
But I don't think there's any chance of the bump this turn.
Only if Nobbie 5 straights boosts, I think, with the intention to bump Oiken.
Yeah. But I don't know if you want to bump Oiken.
I don't think you do. No, at this point, I don't think you do. I think I have a sneaking suspicion Nobbie's path to victory here is just keep bumping Rack so that he's not getting the optimal shots off, and just try to take down Oiken.
Yeah, I can see the next round or this current round, or Oiken could be dead, but not with that move, I don't think. Maybe.
I mean, rotating the arc back is fine.
It's more like because Oiken can just reinforce front, and most he'll take is 2 damage.
Yeah.
Unless Nobbie gets lucky and gets a crit in there.
But he's only got 3 damage left, and that is a weird bump.
Oh yeah. And that is really good for Nobbie because Rack doesn't have any shot.
No shots whatsoever. I've never seen a bump like that.
I don't think I have either. It's so weird. I still can't get over it when you're playing on Tabletop Simulator and there's some weird things like that happen just because it's pure, setting up on a table, you've probably always got tiny little angles that you're off and you bump things and you nudge things and stuff like that. But
it's possible for a 1 straight to completely skip a ship in TTS.
Yeah, I saw that on your stream the other week. It's crazy.
It's just stuff that that's mathematically possible, but you never actually think of.
Yeah. So, 3 hits from Oiken.
Yeah. 3 evades.
3 evades.
Nobbie doesn't care. Just range 3.
So 1
does not have that focus, so
and Oiken evades it.
And probably another range 3 from the second bluey.
Do you go range 1 into Rack? You've got a good shot on Rack where
half points on Rack is still 4 damage off. 17, so you need 9. Yeah, he's taking it on Rack, trying to get some crits, I think.
So
gets
still
2.
Still 2 there.
So I haven't seen the total points on these lists. What does Nobbie have to do to get points advantage here?
So Nobbie needs to get 77 points, and that would be either killing all of Rack or killing half points on Rack and half on and killing all Oiken.
Without losing one more hull on orange,
Yeah,
A-wing, and yeah.
because Rack and Oiken are both 99 points each.
Wow, interesting.
So yeah, if he loses, oh, actually, I think he can still lose half points on orange and win. Because half points on orange is 19. And if
But he can't lose orange or half points on both.
yeah,
With 24 minutes, it is definitely an achievable goal.
yeah, it's still both of their game. Like, you know, you can sort of see with all the bumps that Jarrad's been having, his damage output has been not as good. And with Nobbie's ships being spread further apart, I think that's also played into it. That, you know, unmodified range 3 attacks is usually not great against 3 agility.
If you're Nobbie, where are you putting your A-wings this turn?
I mean, I think orange is pretty obvious of just, I guess you still want to stay at range 3, so just a bank down, I would think. Because Rack is...
he is stressed, so he needs to do a 2 bank or a 2 hard.
Yeah, I think a 2 bank. And then maybe blue you try to get in and pump Rack again, so maybe a 3 bank. Because I would be surprised if Oiken turns in. And I'd be surprised if Rack doesn't turn down the board.
Oiken I can definitely see following the Rebel mantra of 1 straight to victory.
Yeah.
I am surprised about the 2 straight focus.
Yeah, so there's the possible bump onto Rack.
Yeah. I think he's hoping that Oiken's going fast. Ooh.
Oh. Alright.
That favors Oiken. Yeah, definitely favors Oiken. And a 3 hard from Rack will probably clear.
Yeah. So I guess you're dauntless here, and you
You don't even need to rotate. You just probably take that target lock.
yeah.
Yep, target lock. Yeah.
Oh.
That is one unhappy turquoise A-wing.
I reckon Rack your lock as well, and then Vader to get rid of the token.
Yep.
Oh, he's going on to orange. Interesting.
Hmm.
I guess if Oiken can do 2 to 3 damage.
Yeah.
I guess probably the odds are.
Sure. I think I personally would have just tried to take the chip off the board, and just 2 dice attacks means that Nobbie does not have enough time to probably even kill Oiken at this point.
Yeah. So who did he? Oh, orange took a shield. So you spend your lock.
I mean, it's probably the right decision. And does not have Vader's force, so
3.
Yeah, Nobbie needs to see all paint here.
Yeah.
Nope.
So it takes 1. I wonder if the taking the shield was better than not losing your focus.
Nobbie's got a good grasp on the base mathematics behind the game, so he probably if it's not favored, it's probably relating to how he needs it to go to win.
Yeah. So spending the lock on the blank and the focus. So 4 hits. So that's definitely half points on blue.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Is he going to spend the focus?
I think what you're also thinking here is I don't think you do spend the focus because
It's a guaranteed damage.
yeah, there is actually. No, I would spend the focus. I think.
He does.
Yeah, you need to stay alive there, because otherwise you're 100% dead the next turn.
Well, he's not stressed, so, but his options are severely limited this coming turn.
Oh, and Rack
think-
has 1 proxy mine left, doesn't he?
Yes, but do proxy mines hit everything that they overlap?
Only the ship that the player selects.
Okay, then yeah. I mean, Rack dropping the proxy mine. Oof, that is half points on Rack.
Yeah, so Nobbie's now destroyed 100 points and Jarrad is 164. So
Nobbie needs to kill both decimators in 18 minutes.
that's going to be hard. Or you can possibly.
I mean, Rack only has 6 hull left, so it's not impossible, especially if he keeps rolling like that.
Yeah, definitely not impossible.
And I mean, if Nobbie gets enough turns, he could even potentially turn that proxy mine against Jarrad as well.
Yeah, because that's in the next 2 or 3 turns. That's going to be the problem for Jarrad. I think Nobbie also needs to. I mean, he's playing fairly quick, but time is what he needs. So
Yeah.
So yeah, they're definitely saying that proxy mine drop, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So it needs 2 blanks. Oh.
It's not. It's dead. Hit crit. Oh, wrong crit. Structural damage. Oof.
At least he's dead.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter. But
yeah, I think with that's
yeah. I was gonna say, unfortunately, I think that's game. 1 hole on orange.
and Orange is never getting a mod again.
Yeah.
You're never losing Rack, so
Maybe if Orange can survive this, just Nobbie just goes over the prox mine. Go out on his own terms.
No, I don't think that's necessarily Nobbie's style if he doesn't have Deadman switches equipped.
Yeah. Oh, that's actually good for
Yeah.
Nobbie. I don't think Rack has Arc on him. Well,
No.
definitely doesn't have Arc, but I think Nobbie does have Arc on Rack.
No, I don't think so. That is obstructed. 5 dice versus 3.
So there should be no damage here. No, 3 hits. Because it's also obstructed with the
Yeah, the gas
cloud.
cloud. But
oh my god. Oh. So that's
interesting to note. Vader didn't trigger.
Yeah, because it
doesn't actually matter because
Yeah.
he's still dead. But
because Vader's in Arc.
oh, is it?
Yeah, and obviously doesn't have Arc
in your
on him.
firing arc. Cool. And that's game.
Yeah. Oh, that looks like he does have arc on rack.
No,
Oh.
just doesn't.
Oh, that is so close.
Oh,
Cool. Might as well jump in the other room and see
Yeah,
what
let's-
Nobbie thinks about his
let's do
approach
that.
and whatnot. Hey guys.
Hey. Pat,
There we go. Oh, we're on.
Congratulations, Jared.
thank you. Porg's on top.
Nice. It
That-
was over once I missed the block on what's his name, Oikon, in
Yeah.
that second round. And you were like, oh no, this is trouble. Foxy minds.
Yeah, it was interesting. We had someone in chat question if the joust was the right move for you there, Nobbie. But
Yeah, it probably wasn't because of the proton rockets, but I thought I'd try and make for an exciting game. It
yeah,
was just fun to get there. Basically, I wanted to try and get as much damage, front end damage on one of them first. I misjudged how much actual health they had. I'm guessing it was like, oh yeah, he's still got 3 more damage to go. I was like, what? Oh, he's only got 1 more, 10. No, I got 12 health, not 10. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh no.
Yeah.
The shield upgrade, yeah. So, but no, the real problem was when I stuffed up, I missed the block, and he got in front of me. And
yeah.
basically, that was the turning point. I was like, yeah, no, that's a really bad spot.
I
Because
didn't think that Waken was going to fit in there.
I didn't either.
Like we all saw that and we're just like, what?
Yeah. No. You and me both. So I was like, oh no, and then that was basically for me was a turning point, and I knew that because between Darth Vader, I wanted to get him off the board first because I really don't like the Seventh Sister. The Darth Vader, he can kind of fly around and get bumps and stop him from turning the turret. But the Seventh Sister, really, the A-Wings don't like the jam or the stress. So
Yeah.
I was gunning for it early, and just unfortunately, if I got that block, I think I would have been able to take him off the following turn. But because he got in front, I missed some of the ships to shoot, and I just didn't have enough firepower then to, the ships in front and behind. It was a mess. So if I had gotten that one off and I had lost maybe even 2 A-Wings, I would have been okay to take on Rack with 3. But I needed to get him off the board first, and it didn't. And so I was just like, well, I'd now just try and go for half points on Rack because he ran his Oikon away so far. I was like, okay, I have to try and catch up. And of course I forgot the Rack had Foxy Mines too, and like it drops it on the thing. The other blue, and I'm like, yeah, okay, he's dead.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it was good game.
Yeah.
It was enjoyable.
Thanks for playing and thanks for commentating with me, Odin.
Anytime.
Cool. And yeah, thanks for watching, everyone, and we'll see you next time.
Yeah, good luck with your games later tonight, guys.
Yeah.